Network. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hi, I'm Akil.
And you're watching the Shabazz podcast training on the Higher Learning Network.
Yeah.
Michael. You're watching the Shabazz podcast training spring session number 3 on the Higher Learning TV show.
Today, our guest is Deborah Smith, a travel advisor with Gateway Travel LLC.
Here at Shabazz, we address our elders as mamas and babas. So we'll be addressing our guest as Mama Deborah. Hey, Mama Deborah.
Greetings. How are you both?
Good.
Amazing. How are you?
Fabulous. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, if you don't mind, we have questions we have for you.
Great. I'm ready to answer.
The first question is, what inspired you to be a travel advisor?
The love of travel. As a youth, I was traveling a lot with my family. My father was in the service in the armed forces, and we did a lot of traveling, a lot of moving around. And as I got older, I still aspired to travel and visit all parts of the world. So that's why I am continuing my quest for as long as I can move. That's what I'll be doing.
So, you basically are telling us that you have fell in love with this since you were a little kid and you want to express that love with everyone else?
Yes, I want to make sure that everyone understands the opportunity that they have within and the experience. The world is awesome. And now we can even travel into outer space. So that's even better. Are you ready for that?
Another question we have to ask Mama Deborah. How long have you been doing this as a travel advisor?
I've been a travel advisor for over 20 years. Yes, I know. I don't look that old, do I?
No, you do not.
Thank you. That's because of the love of travel that I have. It keeps me young and invigorating.
Michael, do you have a question to ask?
Yeah, I got a question. Who inspired you to be a travel advisor?
Just my life, my growing up, it was always there. So the inspiration was always within me. And thanks to my parents who put me in a position to travel, I just continued it on.
Another question we have to ask is, how do you advise people?
I educate myself and I share my knowledge to everyone that I come across, even those that I don't know. I share as we are sharing now, and this is an opportunity to get the word out to your audience. So I don't know your audience, but any question or concern or situation that people find themselves in, it's always good to know how to navigate the situation before you come across an issue. So we advise. We used to be identified as travel agents. And long ago, travel agents just particularly booked travel tickets. You know, someone come into the office and would say they wanted to go somewhere, and we would book a ticket for them. But as the world changed, situations changed, we had to become more of advisors. A lot of people come in to the office or give us a call, and they'll say what they want to do. And that's good because they know basic. I want to go from here to Disneyland or Disney World. but there's more to it than just booking a flight and going to Disney World. There's how to pack, when to pack, how to act, who to see, what do you want to see. There's so many variations on where to stay, the housing, the transportation once you get to Florida or whatever Disney property that you're going to. There's just a lot involved in travel. So now we identify ourselves as advisors or influencers. That may be a terminology that you're more familiar with. We influence folks on what they want to do. Your educators, your teachers, they teach so many hours out of a day and out of the year. They don't have time to know how to plan to go somewhere. All they know is they want to go. So they need an expert, a professional, such as a travel advisor, to put everything together. That way, when they get ready to go, all they have to do is travel, follow the instructions, and enjoy themselves, enjoy life.
Oh, so you're saying through your progress of being a travel advisor, you at first you have to be a travel agent and just see how people feel, so you can connect with them and to make them into making them elevate themselves and to blocking out all the negativity, right?
Well, you don't have to be a travel agent anymore. You have to educate yourself in the travel industry. That is very important. And there are some certificates that you can achieve. There's lessons that you can learn from the various vendors, such as we were talking about Disney. So Disney has a site that is specifically geared to train the travel advisor to help the clients, such as you, to understand and what opportunities there are when they travel to Disney World. So you don't have to be an agent anymore to become an advisor, but you have to educate yourself. You can't just do it. And it's always good to be specific. When folks hear that you're a travel agent, everybody wants to go everywhere. And you can't be proficient. You can't be an expert in everything because it changes. Uh, the rules change so frequently, and you have to be able to keep up with the rules. So if you know the rules to everything, I mean, do you know everything about anything? No, you never know everything about anything. And then it changes. So you need to narrow your focus down on the direction of who you want to advise, maybe the type of client you want to advise, or the vendor, the property, the location that you want to focus on. And you learn everything there is to know about that. And that way you can best advise your client how to travel, how to enjoy the journey.
Okay. It appears we have a caller. 312-849. Unmute yourself, please.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Who are you and where are you calling from?
I am Nathaniel Ansa, and I'm calling from Kansas.
Okay, Nathaniel, what are your questions for either me, Michael, or Mama Deborah?
Okay, so this one is from Mama Deborah. Do you know all languages?
No, I don't even know all of the English language because as you know, there's always adding on.
Your family, and do you teach them about your job?
I'm sorry, what did she say?
Repeat the question.
Do you have a family, and do you teach them of your job?
Do I have a family?
Yes, the caller has spoken and has said, "Do you have a family and do you teach them about your job?"
Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's a family business. This is a business that you own. I own a part of this business myself. So, of course, my children, my adult children can be travel advisors and own their own business. My children that are not adults, say under 18, we teach them how to run a business, how to do the social media, how to do the marketing, how to do the legal terminologies. You have to know how to read contracts and understand contracts, how to put your finances together, put your drafts together. It's so much into running a business. And of course, you want to learn that business, even if you're a younger person. When we travel, as my children, they're now older. My children traveled with us, and when they got back to school, they would always talk about the travel that they did during the break or on the summer break or whenever. So this is part of marketing. When you go out and share your excitement, share your journey, other people would want to do the same thing. They would then ask, well, can you set me up with a trip to do the same thing? And of course, we say yes. So absolutely, any business, and that's any knowledge that your parents are involved in as far as a business, even if they're working for someone else, that is something that you should be interested in, because you're not going to be young forever. And eventually you're going to have to get out there and earn an income in some way, own your own business or work for someone else if you must. So you're always learning. You don't get to 18 and then start learning. Even if it's organization, cleaning, you have to clean the office. You have to organize files. You have to organize books. So that's, anyone can do that. You can do that.
Yeah. I also have a question. Do you get paid, and how much do you get paid?
Yes, we get paid. Time is money. You always are looking for ways to earn income and getting different streams of income, especially when you're an entrepreneur, you're working for yourself. So basically, we go back to Disney. I'm identified as a travel agent in the travel industry. When I book a Disney trip, someone to Disney, a Disney cruise, Disney will pay me a stipend. They pay me for advertising. So all our vendors, if you book it properly, if you book any tour properly, any trip properly, if you book it properly, the vendor will pay you a percentage at your will. And also the customers will pay me for doing certain things for them, like planning. I am also a meeting planner. So if I'm putting together a meeting, a wedding, a party of some sorts, my time is considered money. Yeah. Billable hours. That's what they call it. That's something that you'll learn about later. Billable hours, and people will pay you for your service, for your expertise. They're paying you so they don't have to do it.
Mama Deborah, unfortunately, our time is up. Thank you for
Can I come back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, Jameer and Michael.
All right. See you, Mama Deborah.
Bye.
Malawi.
I'm Jameer.
And I'm Michael, and you're watching the Betty Shabazz podcast training, spring session number 3 on the Higher Learning TV show.
Tune in next week at the same time on Central Standard Time, streaming on all platforms at the Higher Learning Network TV show. See you guys.
Hit the close. Hit the ending.
We gotta
Naimah, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah, bye. Hi, I'm Brandon. Hi, I'm Akil. And you're watching the Betty Shabazz podcast training on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.